Hey everybody, welcome back to 1776 or Bust. So I'm going to do a really quick, just kind of sort of follow-up of what I found today shooting the Canik TP9SF ELITE. Overall, great gun. I would definitely say that this gun is definitely going to appeal to a lot of shooters. Very compact, great shooter, extremely accurate, much more accurate than I am. The trigger is phenomenal on this thing. The sights are good. They're not great, but they're good. I don't necessarily care for the fiber optic in the front, but I definitely like that rear U-notch, solid black in the rear. That makes a big difference for me because you can pick up the sight very well. But I'm not a big fan of the fiber optics to begin with, so that's more of me than probably the gun itself. Overall, if I was going to say if there was anything super negative about this gun, my only issue with the gun is going to be the fact that, as some people have seen in previous videos, there have been some issues with the casings ejecting. There's been some issues with it being weak, being erratic, and you can see that on some other videos that have been posted on YouTube. However, I will be posting a video tomorrow just on that. It's about I think like a 50-second video, and I'll let you be the judge. But in my opinion, what you're going to see is that it is very erratic and it is very weak, which, you know, is that extremely disturbing? Not really. However, it is something that I think Canik is going to have to address, because that could pose a problem potentially in the future. Again, I did not turn the gun sideways, you know, full gangster style to shoot to see what would happen. But I did kind of, kind of rotate it a little bit and see what happened. I didn't have any issues with stovepipes or anything like that. But at the same time, you know what, I don't want to see that. And I know Glock initially had a problem with theirs, and I think they changed out the recoil spring and the ejector. So I'm assuming that this might be a possible fix in the future, but who knows? It could be, like I said, it's breaking in. But I did put 300 rounds through the gun. 300 rounds later, it chewed everything up, had absolutely no issues. Now, really positive side of things, guys. Again, like I said, that's pretty much the only negative thing. The positive thing about the gun is this trigger is phenomenal. I mean, this freaking trigger is man, it's good. I mean, it's very light and very precise. You know, when I was shooting at targets, what I noticed is that it is as smooth going back to the wall as the PPQ is. However, once you get there, it's just, the break is so clean. I mean, it's just amazingly clean. And I don't even know how to describe it other than that. It's just a really clean break. The reset is clean, very precise. Really, really enjoyed shooting that, and this trigger is really phenomenal. If I had any other recommendation, one thing I wish they didn't do so much was make this so wide back here. I wish they would have streamlined this a little bit in, because I noticed when I was shooting it and holding the gun, if I came up too high on the hold, this little piece of polymer kept digging into my thumb knuckle every time I shot. So I would say that was the only part that I felt was uncomfortable, but other than that, the grip is ergonomic. You know, the gun's great, guys. You know, in my opinion, if I was going to rate this out of 10, I'd say this is a 9 out of 10. The reason being is not getting a 10 is because of the ejection of the casings. Other than that, the 10-round magazines worked. They were pinned, so they both worked, both locked back. I also did a test on the PPQ mags, and I can report back to you that unfortunately these do not work. While they do slide in well and they lock in place, you can actually feed around into the chamber. The problem is, once it's fully loaded, it will not go into battery. So you have to tap it forward to go into battery. It will shoot, but then it will not eject the casing at all. And you have to pull the casing out and then push it back into battery. So that experiment didn't work. After that, I only shot, I believe, 2 rounds with the PPQ magazine. But after that, I put these back in and had no issues whatsoever. And I will say that the ejection issue started right from the get-go. My wife actually shot this gun as well. She's not a big gun person, but she also realized that when one of the casings flew back into her face, she was like, why did that happen? And I said, that's one of the rumors, that's the issue with the pistol. So that's a definite affirmative on that. However, does it kill the pistol itself? Does it make it non-useful? No. I honestly could recommend, maybe many of you would like to buy this pistol. I say go for it. I think the ejection issue might be something I'll be fixed down the road. Again, it is a new gun, it's just out. So that's probably something that they need to address. But other than that, this is a great gun, guys. I don't think you're going to be disappointed if you purchased one. So I hope you guys have a great night. Again, it was freezing cold out there. Tomorrow I'll kind of show you some other things. I'll show you the targets that I shot, and I will also show the video on the ejection issue and whatever else I have. There wasn't much. So I hope you guys have a great night, great weekend. As always, freedom is never free.